Okay, so you've decided to take a vacation and you've decided to come out here to Terranea. And then you said to yourself, well, wait a minute, I think I want to play a round of golf. But the fact is, I don't want to play 18 holes. But here is the secret. You come out to Terranea and the links at Terranea, and that, my friend, is the answer. And we'll show you why right now. I think one of the wonderful things about this course is that if you come here for a vacation and you say, wait a minute, I'd love to play a round of golf, but I really don't have time for 18 holes. But the wonderful thing about this course is
you can play in just about an hour and 45 minutes.
Wow.
Which is kind of unheard of in these days of, 5 and 6 hour rounds. And, by the time you get to the course in 45-minute traffic, add that up, that's another hour and a half on the round. So you can look at a 6 or 7 or maybe even an 8-hour day if you're going off a ways to play a round of golf. So
play golf and then go back to the pool?
That's pretty, yeah, go back to the pool and enjoy yourself. All the other aspects of Terranea Resort, the pools, the spa, the restaurants, everything, Nelson's, all the great aspects of the resort.
I think one of the great things, as you can see where we're sitting, the background, the scenery, I mean, we are, I don't want to say right on the ocean, but we're almost right on the ocean here.
Basically, we are just a 9-iron away, if not less, maybe a wedge if you hit it pretty good.
I'm, I guess, what you'd call a golf duffer, and that means as anyone knows, I'm not very experienced or knowledgeable in golf, but thinking about golfers who are watching or contemplating coming and playing here, are there some, let's say, challenging holes here?
Oh, definitely. Very challenging holes, especially if the wind picks up in the afternoon, as it often does. A couple of really hard little holes. Some of the short holes actually can be the more difficult holes out here.
Why are they challenging?
Well, the greens are definitely very undulating. They're firm greens. They're not your typical soft California greens. These greens have a little bit bounce back to them, so they're not just going to stick like your average golf course. They're going to have
so the ball could roll and roll and roll.
You definitely have to play the ground game out here, especially if it's windy. Holes number 3, they're all built where you can play it along the ground. So the architect really did a great job of designing holes where you can weave it around on the humps and bumps and use back slopes and all kinds of fun stuff. So you don't just have to play it right to the hole like a typical California golf course.
You obviously, given your title, and perhaps you'd want to mention your title again, know a lot about golf. So share with our viewers briefly your title and your background.
Well, my name is Mike Hill again, head golf professional at the links at Terranea. I'm a PGA Class A member.
Wow.
So, which means I'm an expert in the game of golf. Anything from teaching to running in a golf operation. We do it all as PGA professionals, tournaments, all kinds of fun things. So we're stewards of the game. That's kind of our overall titles. We like to grow the game, bring it into new students, and keep the flame burning in older students and continuing golfers alike.
So when you were a little boy, were you interested in golf as a little boy?
Oh, for sure. I grew up in a golf family. Granddad, dad, uncles. I was the caddy until I was able to, I was given the go-ahead that you're allowed to hit a shot now. So I grew up chipping and putting in the backyard, and then finally got a set of clubs, and I've been playing the game of golf since I was 5 years old, 6 years old. So,
can you play golf here just coming in, or do you have to stay at the hotel?
You can come in for the day, or you can stay at the hotel. We're open to the public, so we welcome everyone. Whoever wants to come down and give it a go, we're here for you.
And what about making a reservation? Do you have to do that?
I would definitely recommend making a reservation on a weekend. It's not a bad idea just to call us to see how the day's going, whether it's busy, maybe we have an event going on with the resort. So there are some different things that go on the golf course. So I would definitely recommend a tee time, and just call the golf house, and we can tell you the day's events and what looks good time to come out and play.
And what number should they call?
So we're at 310-265-2755. Once again, that's 310-265-2755.
Is there a website?
The website's terranea.com. And then you're just going to click on amenities and then click on golf, and that leads you to all the golf things, all the different aspects of the golf course.
We're sitting in a really, to my mind, a wonderful little, I don't know, area or room. There is golf balls all over the back here, and behind me there's a television screen with a wonderful looking sort of big golf course. What is all that?
So this is called our one of our golf studios. So it's basically a high-tech area for learning golf. We've got a golf simulator, which kind of acts as our driving range. So you hit the golf ball, this camera picks up the ball, and it shows you exactly where it would go on the screen. So it's very, very high-tech. And then we also have a camera-based system where we actually film you as you're swinging the golf club, and then we get to compare you to Tiger Woods and maybe Rory McIlroy and kind of look at your swing versus those guys and see how you're doing, where your good points are, maybe some parts that you might need to work on. And it's a great visual tool to kind of see where you are and kind of see where the areas of improvement that you might need to do.
Comparing you to Tiger Woods?
Well, some might say, but his golf swing is definitely a good model. He's got great fundamentals, so can't go wrong with Tiger's swing.
So really, you don't need to be embarrassed to come here wondering if you need to play a top game of golf. You can come here and get instruction from people like you.
That's correct. I've got a staff of 6 golf professionals here. We are a busy golf school, and we're doing resort lessons. People come in with the children, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, 7-year-olds taking lessons every weekend. We're busy, but we can always fit you in. So give us a buzz, and we can help you out for sure.
I see before we go visit the course, you have a huge, I guess, box or container there that looks to me like it has a lot of different golf clubs. And the reason for that is, or the reason it's here is?
Well, it's a custom fitting cart is the technical term, and basically it's a box of clubs and different shafts and different components of golf clubs that we will customize together to fit your game. Wow. So it's really built. The clubs are built to fit the individual, and that's kind of what that big metal box is all about. But we have all different makes and models of 6-irons with all different shafts and grips and all that good stuff. So we kind of talk to you and figure out what you're comfortable with. We have you hit a couple shots on the golf simulators, and then we sort of give you our recommendation of what we think fits you, what you kind of think, and then we sort of meet in the middle and kind of put it all together for you.
Okay, so let's go saddle up and let's go check out the course with Mike Hill.
Sounds good.
As I'm standing here looking at these sand traps, I guess you call them, raises the question for golfers who are watching, who designed this course?
Yeah, I was designed by a company called Origins Golf Design and Todd Eckenrode. They're a company down in Orange County, and it's a beautiful golf course. You can see all the nice rolling slopes and sand traps. Not a whole lot of trees out here, as you can see, but there's a whole lot of sand and a whole lot of wind. And you can really see the feeder slopes and the slopes where if you just kind of kick it off to the right there, everything is going to feed down left to the hole. So you can really see that there's all kinds of trouble left. You can see there's a big sand trap to the left there.
All kinds of trouble?
Right, all kinds of trouble you want to avoid. So the architect's giving you a good chance to hang it out to the right and let the ground kind of work it back to the hole. So those that take on a little bit too much of the sand trap, they could be left in despair.
I think another interesting thing for people who live on the peninsula or know the peninsula, this used to be many, many years ago the site of marine land. So for me to stand here, and I've lived in California since 1962, for me to stand here and see all this beautiful, very classic golf course is an amazing feat, I guess, of engineering.
It really is. It's a great little golf course. It's such a neat little option for, like we were talking about earlier, just having a nice test of golf and keeping it under 2 hours. And really, once you get through 9 holes here, you almost want to go play again. So it could turn into 4 hours out there, or 3.5, because once you get a little taste of this course, you think you can do a little better next time. So you're going to want to replay.
So the hole we were just at, talk to me a little bit about that.
Well, that's the third hole here. It's called Captain's Bluff, and all the holes out here are named. And this one is aptly named because if you're looking off, you're almost looking off into, you know, off the point there. You've got the lighthouse in the background, and this hole has a mighty, mighty wind coming around that point on some days, and all
feel it.
the trouble to the left there. You can see that now we're talking about keep it right. You know, the architect gave us a great job of hanging it out to the right, so don't mess with the left side on Captain's Bluff.
This really stunning view in front of us, there's a huge dip down here, but what do we see set out in front of us?
So here we're looking at the green of hole number 2, and this hole is called Boomerang. It's got a bunker kind of strategically placed right in the middle of the green, and it kind of wraps around the green on both sides. So a really challenging little hole. It's actually the shortest hole out here, but as you can see, there's a lot of trouble all around, bunkers, the bioswale here, and again, the wind is a big factor on Boomerang.
And to start way over there in the distance, that far golf course, is that the beginning of the whole program here?
That's hole number 1, right? So that hole is called Long Point, and that's the original name of the land that we're on here, Long Point. So that's the first hole, and it's a great little 121-yard opening par 3.
We got a great view up here. Let's start with what's happening down there where those golf balls are. What is that?
So we have a junior camp going on down there. That's our short game practice area. First day of one of our summer junior camps here at Terranea. So lots of fun for the kids. Couple hours of instruction in the morning and golf in the afternoon, and they're tired by the time they go home.
And over to the left, what are the holes there?
So right to our immediate left here, that's number 8's green, the closest green to us on the left here. And you can see that tree framing the right side of hole 9. That is the only tree on the golf course, John.
I think one of the things I find personally interesting, and you've touched on it, is the wind. Here we are sitting here, and although it's, you know, obviously people watching can't feel the wind, but the fact of the matter is, for a golfer, the wind here is a real big challenge and offers some really great opportunities to play great golf.
It is. It's a fantastic challenge to really playing non-traditional golf shots here, playing the low ball. Running the ball in. It's fun. It's something you don't get to do every day in golf here in California. So the links at Terranea, it's aptly named. It is a link-style golf course with those traditional elements involved and lots of feeder slopes and things that you can play the ball low and still have fun and actually make birdies out here.
And I see where we're sitting. You can see a sort of man-made canyon. That was all part of the construction, right?
It was. These are bioswales that run through the golf course, and they help filtrate all the fertilizers and things, so we're not sending any kind of runoff into the Pacific Ocean. So we're cleaning the water as it gets filtrated through these bioswales and into our ponds down below.
So there we are. You've seen what a fabulous place this golf course is, and it's at the Terranea Resort. So until next time, this is John Clayton saying thanks for watching, and come out here to Terranea and play a few quick rounds of golf. Until next time, this is John Clayton. I'll see you on Armchair Traveler.